Doing great today. It's very early morning, probably in the UK. Right now, here in Latvia, it's nearly 8 o'clock, and I got up early. And I want to share with you something very, very special. Today is really nice weather, and this is the perfect moment. Let me know where you're watching me from because right now, today, I'm talking to you right from the spot where actually, when I was little, used to be my desk. Okay, right now, I'm usually at this spot where actually was my room, and I have to show you something that actually will demonstrate to you where exactly my journey began. So this is the window where actually when I was little, I used to sit right here in front of it and I used to look through that window and I used to daydream. Okay, as you can see, you can't see much apart of the couple of houses there and the forest right at the horizon, right? And that's exactly what would just make me think what is out there, right? What's out there in the world? What's behind those houses? What's behind that forest? I was just curious, and my fantasy would just go wild, and I would just speculate, and I would just sit there, and I would be assuming, what kind of people are living there, what kind of cities out there, what kind of animals and natures out there behind that forest. Not like I couldn't get behind the forest. Of course I could. There's a road. I know what's there. But it's almost like was my metaphor for, behind the horizon of the country, behind the horizon of what I can see in life right now. So my question to you is, do you remember where your beginning was? Do you remember where you started? And have you been daydreaming? Because back then, when I used to sit here, I used to think how I would like to travel around the world and how, whilst I travel around the world and I see beautiful places, beautiful cities, how actually I will be able to help other people. I'll be able to somehow help them. You see, back then, I didn't know that such a thing as coaching exists or even public speaking. These two things were just like aliens to me. Okay, I had no clue this stuff exists. So I couldn't verbalize how exactly I would like to help, but in my own language back then, what how I could describe it would be helping people. That would be, helping them to be happier, helping them, to have better life. That's how I could describe what I would like to do when I'll grow up. And now, many years later, I'm so happy that actually that's exactly what I do. I do help people to be happier. I do help people to have better lives whilst I travel the world. That really makes me smile every time when I think about this window, right? Because this was the window where actually everything began. Just in case if somebody missed that, I'd like to show you again. There's the window where Olga's journey actually began, right? Because here I used to sit and I used to watch through this window and daydream, and I would wonder what's behind there. I would wonder what exactly is there that awaits me, that I got to see, that I got to experience. And that's why the idea of being here forever was just frightening me, because I knew there's so much to see in the world, there's so much to do in the world, and I just couldn't wait to spread my wings and go see the world. So type below, where did your journey begin? Do you have something like a place, something like a symbol of your beginning, of your start, if you wish, right? Because to me, this is the window, right? It is the window where I used to sit and daydream about me traveling around the world and helping people to live better and happier lives. And where I'm standing right now actually used to be my desk. Used to be a very small desk because the room wasn't that big as well. That's exactly what I used to sit, and I used to write my journals and journals and journals, and yeah, that's the beginning of Olga's journey. So I'm curious about your beginning of your journey. Where did you start? Where did you used to daydream? Do you sometimes come back there? Right, to me right now, it's such a pleasure to be here after 13 years of not being in the UK. Right, it's been 13 years. Sorry, not in UK, not in Latvia. Right, after 13 years living in the UK, I came back here. Of course, I was visiting my family in between as well, but actually last Thursday was exactly 13 years since I left this country. And gosh, so many changes happened. It was absolutely transformational journey. And I'm sure many of you know as you were following my journey here. But in general, it was absolutely mind-blowing. So I am curious, what was your beginning? What was your start? What did you start your journey? And now when you look back, you think, whoa, actually, what I wanted back then is exactly what I do and have now. Because I can absolutely 100% say that what I wanted when I was right here in front of this window is actually happening now. And this is really magical. Well, anyways, I'm not going to keep you for any more longer because I know it's early morning over there in the UK and also in the rest of the world. It's still quite early, but I just saw this weather and I thought, oh my God, it's sunny day. Let me just jump on this video and share with you the beginning of Olga's journey, just to inspire you to think about your beginning, your start, and being grateful for that. Because if not that start, you wouldn't be who you are now. If not my start, if not what I came from, I wouldn't be the person I am now. So type below, what about your journey? Where did you start? I'm curious to hear. Other people also will get inspired. And have a wonderful day. I better crack on because my mom just prepared a really wonderful, I'm not sure if you know those, but this is like potato pancakes and you got to have them in the morning. So I better go and have them before she comes in and like a proper mother says, hey, are you having any food? You know what mothers are like, right? So anyways, have a wonderful day.